everybody, welcome back to another stream. I hope you're all doing well and having a wonderful, beautiful, amazing day today, and welcome back to The Neighborhood. I do super quickly want to address really quickly why there's no camera. I'm not going to go on a huge tangent about it, but I have decided this week for today's stream and for Saturday and Sunday, as long as all works out to plan, of course, I would like to try streaming this week's live streams without a camera on, just to see if it's easier on my energy levels and overall state of mind. Just because I've been kind of struggling with a lot of stress, and I just want to see if this helps and if it makes a difference for me. So we will be trying that out today, but with that in mind, I am doing the purple themed scavenger hunt. I tried to look for the purple Festivale dance floor item to use because somebody, I think it was Rich, that asked me to try it out for the scavenger hunt, and I couldn't find like a PNG file for it. I was having a hard time finding a good enough picture, but we do have a Bob purple tulips. I believe the couch is like a purple Moroccan couch. I believe that's what it's called. And then we have the purple variation of the dreamy bed, a grape dress, Cleo, and then a purple drawer or like dresser set of drawers kind of deal. Let me know how the volume is for the game. Okay. And also let me say hello to everyone. Hello Shiver, hello Zach, hello Captain Price, hello Heart the Puppet Queen, hello Grayson, hello Rain, hello Anthony, hello everybody. Did I miss anybody? I don't think I did, but welcome in everyone. I hope you're all doing good and I hope you're having a really good day today. You can hear, all right, cool. It is probably like mildly quiet right now just because I've been stuck on the Luna screen for like forever. This is also the first time that I've talked to her, so she's like giving me a little bit of a spiel still. I did try to click through some of it before I went live though. I think that's all the main stuff. Oh, as for it being St. Patrick's Day, I swear I thought, wasn't there like, I don't want to get like super into it, especially because I might be wrong here, but doesn't St. Patrick's Day have like kind of morbid origins or like something bad happened? Again, I could be remembering wrong. I don't know. But I thought it had like negative origins of some sort. If you don't wear green, you get pinched. I'm not really talking about that part. I just mean like the original, like true origins of the holiday. Wasn't it something like really terrible that happened? I can't remember what it is exactly, but I feel like it was something bad. I didn't realize it was St. Patrick's Day. I didn't either until I saw people talk about it in a Discord server that I'm in. Patrick might have hated pagans, but don't fully take my statement as fact. Yeah, I can't remember all the details either, but I swear it was something either like that or something like adjacent to that. I don't know, but I feel like something bad happened. No, I haven't watched that, Captain Price. Oh, by the way, so I have technically done color-coded scavenger hunt streams before. Yoshi Island. Sometimes I do like a green check mark over an item to show that I've gotten it, but I just have so many different things going on at once on the screen, and it can make it just like super cluttered. So what I'm going to do instead every time I find an item is I can click on it and I can adjust the filter and grayscale it, or I can just straight up take it off of the screen. It'll just be one or the other. But it will be a matter of only one item per island. So let's say I start walking around and I find Bob first, then I will mark him off and then I'll move on to the next island, so on and so forth. Let me know if you have any questions. I think I've gone over the basics for it. Okay, there is a lot going on already. Before I go farther, let's look at the villagers. Interesting, so I actually almost chose Judy because she has like, well, she's pink and blue, but like if you look in the middle, there's a little bit of purple. She's not on the list, but I just wanted to see. All right, so since there's none of the villagers that we need, we're just gonna walk around for a bit and see if we can find what we're looking for. See, this is so funny that it's there because I was originally gonna put one of these and then I just couldn't find the PNG file for it. There is just so much happening. But on one hand, I'm like looking at it, I'm like, oh, this is cool. But then I have to remind myself that I'm looking for specific things and I need to stay focused. If you end up searching the island more and find something potentially more rare, are you able to switch your item or villager find? I mean, technically there's not like a set of rules for this. It's just something that I did a long time ago. So I guess I could, but I wasn't really planning on it. If that answers your question. Hello, Towels, welcome in. The reason I was going kind of slow at first is because this item seems to be super, super full, and I feel like things load better if I don't go as fast whenever an island is this full. Let me go in here. I don't think there's anything over here. This is really cool, though. That's not the point. I need to not get distracted. Yeah, you're good. Also, another thing to clarify, I was not the original person to create the concept of scavenger hunts in Animal Crossing. I just started doing color-coded ones a while back. And by a while back, I mean, like, I think a few years ago. Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me. Thanks. I'm just, like, shoving them out of the way. You shiver. I never did figure out that thing that Artsy knows how to do, and one of these days I will remember how to do it. This reminds me, I'm not even kidding, again, I know this is not the point of the stream, but I wanted to make an outdoor movie theater on my island, and this just reminded me of that. I was literally already planning on it. That was cool. Fun little coincidence. Okay. I'm gonna go back around and then try to get to the right side of the map. Oh, and as for if I go in the houses or not, sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. It just depends on where I'm at in the stream, how much I've found so far, just because I feel like if I go inside the houses for every single island, it ends up being way too time consuming. How are you doing, Lexi? I'm okay. I could be better realistically, but I'm okay. Thank you for asking. I hope you're doing well. So there's nothing over there. There is just so much going on. I wanted to go to the right side, and then I saw this, and now I'm, like, intrigued. Hello, Megs. Welcome in. Hello, Rich. Welcome in as well, if I did not already say so. Okay. I mean, while this island is very cool, there is not what I'm looking for yet. It's also just because there's so much happening, it's hard for me to keep track of where is where. Like, I'm just kind of wandering around. Okay, well, how do I get to the other side? See, there's just so much. How does one even get their island this full is what I don't know. Because I've completed islands before, but it is just so hard to fill an island this much, in my opinion. I'm gonna look around for a bit longer, and then I'll probably go to the next island, just because I want to make sure that I get to a variety of them, a good amount today. And there are a lot of, like, people characters on this island, so I don't think I'm gonna go into all the houses, because there's a lot. Yeah, I keep thinking that I can get in between things, and then I can't, because there's just so much, like, everywhere. This just reminded me of something, walking around on a dream address island. Who here was there for the live stream whenever I was doing dream address visits for viewers? And then whenever my alarm went off my phone, because I would time how long I was there so that way everybody got equal time. My alarm went off and I forgot that it was set up to play Lady Gaga. So then it started blasting Lady Gaga for like 5 seconds or something midstream, and I was panicking trying to get it to turn off. I know Shiver was there, but I can't remember who else was there. Okay, yeah, I'm kind of having a hard time navigating this island. Not because it's bad, it's just super full. And it's hard to keep track of where to go. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and leave this one early, but that is okay. We are still early in the stream and there is still time. That was funny. It might have been like less than 5 seconds, but either way, I know it played for a brief enough moment that the mic picked it up and I was really panicking. We're gonna ignore how messy my character's house is. Ooh, I do want to do a poll actually, and I'll leave this one there for a decent amount of time, so just give me a second. Okay. Last time that I did the poll for this, I believe, yeah, it was on my Discord server. I had everybody pick the color there, but I'm gonna do it here this time. So, give me a second. And then for the last one, do green. Given I do want to say, I don't know when the next one would be. I'm just trying to get an idea of which color you would want to see out of those options. Sorry, I just got like really focused for a moment trying to skip through all the dialogue. I meant to click orange, I accidentally clicked red. I will put an extra little percentage towards orange then. I have no idea what I think is going to be on this island. Sometimes like I look at the name that it suggests and I just really wonder, because sometimes the theme that somebody's done is vastly different from the name, or there's just like nothing on the island. You truly never know with the randomize option. All right, there is a lot down here. Let me see, who do they have? So they don't have any of the villagers that we're looking for, so we will just walk around. Thankfully, this island seems notably less full, so at least for right now, I can walk around comfortably. I didn't think to add purple roses, though. That's full island. Yeah, it is pretty full, but it's less full than the other one, so, like, it's a bit, like, less laggy. Well, the other one wasn't too bad. Like, it wasn't severe lag, but it was definitely there. Okay, so I do see some tulips, so maybe we'll find a purple tulip in a little bit. I like this little land bridge. I forget you don't really necessarily have to have a ton of like standard bridges that you get built on your island. You can just terraform a natural one. Okay, I do want to say, I know that's not the point, but I like the placement of this house with the little lake behind it. I need to not be getting so distracted, but some of these islands are just like really good. Another natural bridge. Something a red and blue theme. Yeah, there are a lot of red tones and blue tones, but especially red. Probably just their favorite color or something. I don't know why I thought I could go more there for some reason. Okay, so that just kind of ends right there. Never mind. Let's make our way over to a different area. Is that not supposed to be a rock garden, but like with gyroids? In the middle? Okay, so we've kind of looked at the left side of the map, except maybe like not the super like upper half as much. Ooh, okay. Yeah, there's definitely a lot of reds and blues. Nothing over there. And I don't see what I'm looking for so far over here either. Let me know though in chat, as I come across different areas while I'm scavenger hunting, let me know if you find an area that you like. A gyroid garden. It kind of looks like a rock garden though, but with gyroids in the middle, which I guess is technically the same thing as what you're saying. How's everyone saying? My day was good. I'm just really, really tired. I'm not gonna lie. It's just that like last week ended up being all over the place because things did not work out the way that I wanted them to, so I still wanted to try to stream today. I'm just really, really tired. So before I go over there, let me check over here. Okay, nothing else yet. Well, not else, there technically is nothing yet. Let's go over more to the right side. We'll check that out. You have to see Cleo and Bob, or can you just see them on a map? I don't have to like go and find them in person. I just count it as enough if I see them on the villager map. Like if I check out the map like this and I were to see one of the villagers, that would be enough. And so how do I get out of this area? Hello? Okay, I guess there's not technically that much farther to go. We'll go back around here. My day went by quick, but my PM run for work was a little rowdy today. It was one of those days where I just wanted to get through it. I feel you, but more in like a general sense of I just needed to get through the day today. I feel like I'm tired enough that honestly, if I were to go lay in bed right now and turn all the lights off, I could probably fall asleep. We love the addition of a graveyard. Be sure to like the stream, everyone. And thank you, I appreciate that. Liking the stream is free and it's a really easy way to support me. Thank you for being here, I appreciate you. Yeah, I'm not really seeing much, so I'm gonna leave. I need to get those, the 2 weeks. I've basically had college classes for 10 weeks without a scheduled break. I'm genuinely so sorry. College can be a lot. School can be a lot in general, but just, I'm sorry. I hope that your stress eases soon, and I hope that things overall get better soon and that you get a nice, well-deserved break as soon as possible. Hello, MS. Welcome in. Oh, by the way, has anybody here tried Pacopia, and do you like it? I'm not going to be getting it personally, but I just want to know, do you like it if you've tried it? Rich, it's funny that you say that. I literally just got a sip of water. I miss whenever the modding badge was like a wrench and not a shield. I don't like the shield. It just looks like a blob. Worst part, there used to be a President's Day, but they switched it out for Chavez Day, a day on spring break. Wait, so have you not had spring break yet, or did they just like what happened? Because I might be interpreting that wrong, but do you mean that you just didn't get a spring break anymore? I feel like for a long time there was like an ongoing trend of a lot of people naming their island Hyrule. And it was very like 50-50 of if it was actually going to be The Legend of Zelda themed or not. I almost added Quinn. I was talking about her the other day and how I was wanting to maybe add her to the scavenger hunt, but then I didn't. I think it's really interesting actually that we have the airport already right here and then the plaza, because I feel like a lot of people, myself included, prefer them to be farther spaced apart. Everything seems to be fairly evenly spaced, so I can comfortably run on this island with no lag, which is very helpful. Means I can look at everything faster. I still get spring break, I just haven't gotten it. I'm just saying that there could have been a break between the start of the semester and a spring break because of President's Day, but there is no day. I'm sorry. I hope you're taking care of yourself right now because I know school can be a lot. Okay, there's not really as much back here. This one might be a super brief island because it's not as full as some of the other ones. It's okay. Actually, since this one is less full, I will probably go... actually, how many people characters are there? There's just one. Okay, well, I will go into their house then. And if it's decorated, then I'll check out what they have and then see if it's anything that's on our list. All right, nothing up here. is their character's clothes. Interesting. All the lights are off except for a lamp in the middle. I didn't... Wait, actually? Yes, I did realize that. Okay. Well, I guess what I meant to say that would be more accurate is that I forgot that that kind of like mosaic looking lamp was a thing. I could have added that. Okay, so nothing in here. Nothing in here either. Do they have a basement? I think so. I think they had the full expansion based on how their house looked from the outside. I can barely see because of the lack of lighting, but I'm pretty sure they have both of them, like the full expansion. Nothing in here. Nothing in here either, but this is a really nice room, by the way. Not the point, but it's a very nice room. I would stay in here. And then the last room, and then after this, since the island seems to be pretty spaced out regarding the amount of decor, I can probably just run to the right side and the bottom, check those parts, and if I don't see anything, then I'm probably good from there. Okay, yeah. I'm having one of those tired days today where it feels like I keep repetitively yawning super frequently. If you've yawned within the last 5 minutes, we probably did it at the same time. I can't see what kind of flower this is right here, so I'm not going to count that towards anything. I'm taking my time looking through these in case any of them are a purple tulip. All right, well, now that I'm done up there, we're just gonna run around through the rest of it and make sure that I didn't miss something. Don't think there's anything all the way back there, so I'm just gonna come around. I think I've honestly seen just about everything that they've put on this island. So it's pretty spaced apart. I already saw that area. That was pretty though. I liked that. Yeah, I don't see anything, so I'm gonna leave and go to the next island. Those pictures on the wall for the diner wallpaper kind of look like vaguely like Marilyn Monroe. Have you guys noticed that? Oh, and so far on the poll, blue has 50%, red has 25%, orange has 0%, and green has 25%. Megs did say that she wanted to vote for orange and accidentally clicked the wrong thing. That's who it was, and really, LOL. It kind of looks like Marilyn to me, but like not 100%. Like just, it kind of looks just vaguely like her. I think all the color options right now on the poll, I feel like blue will probably be pretty easy. I feel like there's a lot of blue stuff or stuff that can be customized to be blue. I think green will be pretty decently easy too. I'm not as sure about orange, but I'm sure there's like enough that I could make it work. This is already very satisfying. A cat and dog park? Okay, before I get distracted looking at that, because that's adorable, let me look at the villagers. All right, so we're good there. I know that's not the point of the stream, but we need to have a moment of appreciation for the dog park and the cat park. Hold on. Look at that! Adorable. Tag yourself. Which dog are you? I'm the gray one. And then for the cat one, sorry. I can't help myself. This is just really cute. That's adorable. I know. I love it. It's why I keep like zooming in on or staying in areas I think look really good, even though this isn't the point of the stream. We'll start with the right side of the map this time. Look at like the outdoor shower. I'm the beige one. If only Portia was there. Isn't like for one of like the dog toys, which is what that was, isn't there one that looks like Portia, like a little Dalmatian one? I swear I feel like there is. I got stuck behind something. Okay, well, I don't see anything yet, but it's okay. There's still a good amount of the island we haven't seen yet. It's all good. I like how there's just like a towel in the middle of the pool. Just chilling there. Okay, yeah, I thought so. I thought there was a Dalmatian. Okay, there's nothing up here, but that is pretty gorgeous, I'm not gonna lie. I was gonna go farther right at first, but oh, hold on, what is it supposed to be? Oh, it's like a live, like a live theater thing, not like a movie theater, but like stage theater. That's cool. Took me a second. Nothing over here. I need to revisit the right side of the map because I kind of meandered unintentionally over here. Nothing over here. I love the idea of a surf shop, gift shop, though. Like a cute greenery area. Oh, purple tulips. Okay, I was gonna say, like, imagine if we don't find anything. So at least we found one thing. Give me a second. Okay, so you see how on the screen the purple tulip is now grayed out? Or it should be in a moment if it hasn't already. All right, cool, there it is. So we will leave now because we found a purple tulip. It kind of makes me glad I went that way instead of going more to the right at first. Because whenever I do these, it does get kind of worrying about if I'm going to find any of the items or not. Because I think there was at least one time where I found like one item the entire stream. I still haven't tried the dream or slumber islands yet. How does that even happen? Like, I'm not gonna lie. I still don't really understand it. If I wanted to go and do that, which I'm not today, but if I wanted to go and do that, how would I do it? Grape hat or grape backpack would be a nice item for the scavenger hunt. I don't really have any more room on the bottom for more items. But I did put the grape dress. There should be another option when going to bed that allows you to access slumber islands. Oh, so like, if I wanted to right now go and visit a viewer's dream address, you mean, but like visit their slumber island just to look at it? Is that what you mean? Like in a spectator kind of way? I saw the purple, but then it's Sylvia, so that does not count. So we will just look around and see what we can find. I think it's gonna be interesting though, because I feel like the flower was the easiest item to find. I was stuck on the corner at first. I almost added a wreath with purple on it, but then I didn't. Okay, I'm officially deciding that I'm gonna have some kind of outdoor theater area because I've seen so many variants of it in one stream, and I'm just inspired. Does anybody know if you do the wishing on a star thing to get star fragments, can you wish on a dream address but then have them appear on your island, or no? Like have the star fragments appear on your own island? Because I don't think it would count since it's technically supposed to be a dream. Oh my gosh, I completely forgot. I was supposed to tell you guys something that happened last night. I'm still not over this. This genuinely, I'm okay by the way, like it wasn't anything legitimately dangerous. It just like startled me really badly. Would you guys like to hear my story? It involves a frog. If that interests you in any capacity. No, like when you go to bed, you get to access to another option that says, I want to dream. And you click on it, sends you to Luna with a blue background. I think I get what you mean. I think. Okay, so basically, I think I've mentioned this a few times, especially recently, some important context. I tend to stay up generally like late, not like ridiculously late, like 5 o'clock in the morning, but like decently late a lot of time. And so everybody else in the house was asleep. I, was going to the bathroom to do my business as one does. And I go to sit down to do that, do my business. I turn around so I can flush the toilet. And then I look down and there is a frog in the toilet. And it's just like flailing around. And I don't know what to do. I want to save it. I don't want to hurt it. I want to save its life if I can. And then it clings to the side and climbs up the side of the toilet bowl. And I go in panic. I get gloves. I get a plastic cup. I get everything that I can to hopefully save this frog. And then I could not get it after like 20 minutes of trying by myself. So I had to go wake up my mom to be like, hey, sorry to bother you, but there's a frog stuck in my toilet and I can't get it out. And I don't want to accidentally kill it. So my poor mother was woken up to that. And then she had to go into my bathroom with me. And then we teamed up together to try to save this frog. And then it like vanished in the middle of doing that. And I still don't know where it went. It didn't escape, like it didn't jump out of the toilet. But I didn't see where it went either. So I think it swam back down or something. It was really weird and it just really freaked me out. Anyways, there's my frog toilet story. I was blown away because I could have sworn that kind of thing was like a myth. I didn't realize that animals could actually crawl in your pipe system and be in your toilet. That really freaked me out. Anyways, here's my story. Okay, where is the person's house so I can go in there? Okay, I'll go back up the map and I'll check out their house. Oh, I think that's their house over there. Oopsies. There we go, okay. There must be a lot of frogs in Texas since I remember you said an incident involving a frog a while back. It was a super long time ago, but there was a frog, yeah, that had gotten into my room. And then Luna tried to eat the frog. And then she ended up killing it. So I felt bad for that frog, but I tried to save that one too. But like, you can see why I was freaked out, right? Like, I'm just in there to do my business and be done with that. And then there's just suddenly a frog in the toilet and it very easily could have jumped on me. Frogs themselves are not scary, but the fact that it was just suddenly there was just really freaky. I'm probably going to end the poll sort of soon, so if you wanted to vote on it and you haven't already, now would be a good time. It's looking like blue's probably going to win, but still. I would have done the same thing, asking someone else to help me if I couldn't save the frog. And I did really try for a good while by myself to see if I could get it on my own. Because like, I felt terrible about even considering waking somebody else up. But I really just could not get it out. It would not cooperate. And so I didn't really have any other option. And she was confused at first. She was like, wait, you're waking me up for what? And like, once she understood, she was like, oh, okay, yeah, just give me a second. I told my brother-in-law about it, and he was saying at least it wasn't a snake, and honestly, true. I'm not scared of snakes either, but that would have been inevitably so much freakier. I think had it been a snake, I would have just woken her up immediately. I would not have tried to get it by myself. to each of the side rooms, right? I think so. Okay, I'm gonna go to the next island. I think this is in Australia because I think a snake in the toilet is far more common there. And I know they also have a lot of spiders. There's like a big spider problem. You know what's not, like my story, what happened to me with the frog was not remotely as bad as this one story that I heard about. I'm still not 100% sure on who it originally happened to because a lot of people reposted this online back when it happened. But I was like looking up like why the frog could have been there because me being me, I'm by nature a really curious person and I wanted to see if I could figure out why it was there. I saw this picture in multiple places. Whoever this was had a similar situation. They again like went into their bathroom to do their business. And it wasn't just one frog, not two frogs, not 3 or 4 or 5 in the toilet. It was like somewhere more than 10 all at once. I don't even know what I would do in that situation. And they were all good-sized frogs too. They were kind of big. I'm gonna check the stream on my phone because I want to see what it looks like on mobile with the new overlay setup that I had. Which, by the way, I still have the old setup. The other one isn't fully replaced. I just have this one right now for the sake of this week's stream to see if it helps my stress levels. Oh, okay. I like that. I'm definitely not used to it, but I do like it. Okay, so we don't have any of our needed villagers, so we will just start exploring. Or not villagers, yeah, it's a villager. I had a moment where I was spacing, I was like, wait, well, what about the furniture? Hello? The fact that the mannequin is just laying there? I feel like based on what we're seeing so far, there probably won't be any of what I'm looking for, but we're gonna look around anyways. It is a very pretty island, though. So I can't really walk through there. I can't believe I didn't think to add one of those star fragment lamps. I love islands this time of day, especially in the fall. I keep forgetting to make a list of all the islands I've ever had just because I don't have every dream address saved. I know you can do the searching feature and eventually find an island that you made. So while I do need to do that part, I just keep forgetting to make the actual list, and it's getting to a point where I'm starting to forget some of the islands that I made, like forgetting about them entirely. Well, now I remember. I just thought about it a little bit longer. I knew I had like one set in fall and it was for Saffron. And I completely forgot the island name that I chose. I was like, what was it? I knew I had one set around this time. It was Saffron. So that answers that. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything quite yet, but it is a pretty cool island. I will give them that. Sometimes I feel like whenever you go to a dream address for a scavenger hunt, I feel like sometimes you can tell whenever it's not really gonna have what you're looking for, and I don't think that this one is. I feel like that's a fair statement, just because like take a look at the bottom of the screen again and look at what I'm looking for, and then look at the island. I don't think there's gonna be anything here. I couldn't resist. I had to try that. And I also want to say I'm so glad they brought the fairy bottles back, because that was like a new leaf thing, and they didn't initially bring it back for New Horizons, but it came back with the 3.0 update. Okay, where is their house? Well, it's not that far away. We'll go look at it. I'm gonna go ahead and end the poll now. Reminder to drink some water, hydrate, and take care of yourself. I just got some water too. Hello Naru, welcome to the stream. We have so far only found the purple tulips, but that's okay. I just have like the incessant urge to want to like look at the rooms whenever I do go in the house and just like check it out, even if like all I really need to do is briefly look to see if they have anything that I'm looking for. I think honestly that's just the part of me, subconsciously speaking, that's done the dream address tour. Like not tours, but like dream address visit streams for viewers. How are you, by the way? I hope you're well. Well, that was a very quiet room. I thought about doing lo-fi for these streams. I try to, at least lately, keep the lo-fi for the Happy Home Paradise streams. But if I make it more of a thing to do these scavenger hunts, I might do it for those too, just because not every island has a whole lot of music. And I feel like the awkward pauses and silences can, I don't know, just, I don't really like the random silence. It's not even necessarily a bad thing, I just don't like it. Well, there's nothing in here. Oh, super random question, but I wanted to ask just to like get input from an actual person that's experienced it. Has anybody here at any point in their life, or like that you've had it semi-recently that you can recall enough information, have you had migraine? Like, have you struggled with it? Have you had one? Like, are you knowledgeable on migraines? There's a reason I'm asking, but I just wanted to see, first and foremost, before I get super into my question, if any of you experienced that. I'm about to read your messages, then I started yawning again. Excuse me. Yes, you like lo-fi? Okay, cool. When you're sick for years. So the reason I was asking is because like past couple of days, I didn't consider this a migraine because I felt like it needed to be more severe to be considered a migraine. But I keep waking up with headaches in the morning and just keep having a lot of them in general lately. Like it's getting kind of excessive. And then just the other day, the headache that lasted pretty much all day was also paired with some nausea towards the end of the night. Occasionally it's paired with shoulder pain. And then earlier just this morning after my nephew got dropped off so I could take care of him, the top of my head specifically, like the actual top, not just like my forehead, but top of my head, and then one specific part of my skull in particular was like throbbing. So I don't really know what's been happening. Like the head pain is not super consistent. Like it's been coming and going repetitively for the past several days, but I especially feel it in the morning. So I don't know. I just wanted to know if you had any thoughts on that is all. Because I didn't think that it counted enough to be a migraine. But I'm just asking anyways. Tension headache maybe. I do also want to mention, I guess if it makes a difference, because it probably does, that I do drink caffeine. However, it's only with 1 cup of coffee in the morning. And then if I go like a day without drinking it, I do get like a withdrawal type headache from that. So one of the headaches was legitimately just from not having it because our coffee machine had broken. But then we got a new one and then that resolved that. But the days that I'm talking about right now, like the coffee didn't help that. Like I just had a headache anyways, so I don't know. And can't tension headaches be caused from like a wide range of things too? Well, that answers that. Bob is right there. I'm gonna gray that out, but part of me does kind of, I know I just found him, so I'm not gonna like actually look for things, but I do kind of want to wander around anyways. Just like just a little bit. A little bit. I won't do it for too long though. But I'm just curious. I'm only human. I'm curious. I want to see. Hope you get better, Lexi. Thank you. I appreciate that. It has not been a fun time. Speaking of the coming and going headaches, I can feel it slowly returning right now, so love that. Not really. At least it waited until an hour into the stream to start doing that, so that was very kind of it. Maybe positional, like how you sleep. A lot of the time, I mean, like it can change, but most of the time, like if I had to average it, I'd say that I sleep on my right side and like partly on my stomach. But like I don't sleep with my face down in the pillow. I sleep with it like to the side. But I've done that for years, and the vast majority of the time that doesn't give me headaches. So maybe I'm like clenching my teeth in my sleep or something, because that could be part of it. But if that was the case, wouldn't that make my teeth hurt too? It's not my jaw or my teeth that's hurting, it's just like my head. Don't push yourself if you feel it coming on. I honestly may end early. I'm gonna, from this point on, since I can feel it happening, is like just pay attention to how I feel, and then I'll stop if I need to. But for right now, I can keep going for a bit. I don't know what sleep position you call it, but you know the sleep position where it's like you start out on your side and then you kind of like halfway lay on your stomach, but you're still kind of angled on your side. It's like you're half on your side, but half on your stomach. Does that make sense? I sleep like that a lot. I just got curious. I wanted to see what this person had, even though we already found Bob. And the hiccups, so that's amazing. Hopefully you didn't hear them. If I do end up needing to end early, which even there technically isn't even like an early time to do that, and I say that because while I do, I would say on average stream like 2 hours or so. I don't have a set time for how long I stream. I never have. 2 hours just tends to be the average. I think here, I have this command set up, don't I? Let me try this. I set that up, didn't I? Yeah, exactly. So I technically don't have a set time. That's just my average. But you know what I meant. I feel like as we go along, it's gonna start to get harder now. Because Bob, I felt like we had pretty good chances of finding eventually. Cleo, I'm not so sure about, because while she's definitely not like a hated villager per se, I feel like she's not very hyped up in the way that Bob can be. You know, like I feel like there's categories, like there's like hyped up popular villagers, there's really unpopular villagers, and then there's villagers that are just kind of sort of in the middle. And I feel like Cleo is in the middle. Yeah, I honestly kind of doubt that we'll find Cleo just because she's in that neutral zone. Imagine I had said that and then she was one of the villagers on here. That would have been funny. We've looked at that. Oh, this is pretty. I feel like that would have been really annoying trying to place these though, because you know how you can push furniture around to get it like into an exact spot? You can't really do that with a pile of leaves. So I felt like this would have been annoying to set up. I know there wasn't a path over here, but I just wanted to check it out anyways to see if there was something on my list. Is that like a smoothie bar? That's cute. A lot of these islands I've been to today keep inspiring me for decoration ideas. At some point off stream, I need to get a bunch more furniture and just like hoard that on my island, because eventually I do want to do an island decor stream of some sort. That sound of her, like of my character running on that material is so satisfying. What about over here? No. You know what, since I already made my way over here, I may as well check out their house because it's right here. Why not? I've thought about doing Animal Crossing ASMR before, but then I didn't do it. I think other people have tried that. Oh, this is very pink. Lots of butterflies. Hello, Hannah. Welcome to the stream. Oh, Hannah, while you're here, remind me, you've played Animal Crossing, right? I'm not remembering wrong. I hope I'm not. I was gonna say there's certain Zelda-themed furniture items. Even I cannot remember what they're all called off the top of my head. You would have to look into it. But we found one of them earlier at an island that I was at. I'm not gonna lie, this is kind of cool. You have played Animal Crossing? Okay, I already said it, never mind. I was about to like totally repeat myself. Point being is that there's furniture based around the Legend of Zelda. And you know how like there's like the shrines that you can complete? One of the islands I was at, like they couldn't have like the full shrine itself, but they, with the furniture that was available, recreated the idea of what the shrines are like as best they could. So that was really cool. I'm just getting some water. Yeah, it was really cool. Do you still play Animal Crossing? It's okay if you don't. I know a lot of people have quit because it's been out for a while. This room is also super cool. I forgot, did I go in here? I might have. Yeah. Where on the map have I not gone? I don't think I've seen much on the right side yet. Let's go over there. Not seeing anything up here either. Yeah, I want to do something like this eventually. I just don't know where I want to put it. Except first, on my island, I wanted to have an orange orchard. But I also like the idea of the really, really big fruit orchard like that. I don't know, we'll see. There'll be some kind of orchard eventually. Oh yeah, and then I remember this area had a couple of gaps in between sections. I think that's all there is to this area. while that loads, let me check some. Right. I'm having one of those spacing out moments where I wanted to ask you guys something for a poll, but I forget the idea. And as per usual, it will come back to me eventually, maybe during the stream, maybe after the stream. We'll see, but it always happens at least once, I'm telling you. Truly it does. Like clockwork. For some reason, the term Northberry reminded me of some kind of like berry that you could feed a Pokemon. I don't know why, it just did. Is that an ice cream cone for the flag? I don't know how to pronounce this villager's name, but Hannah, if you're still here, I feel like this one might have been. Zelda. I'm forgetting if it was intentional or not, but I feel like that one just reminds me of Zelda. It's kind of small and I have to be able to move on eventually, but just in case, that's how it's spelled. All right. Oh, so I could have added that one. Okay, well that could have been an item, but it's okay. We're not gonna worry about it. This island I'm really not sure about because I feel like I had a good idea at first of what kinds of furniture I would see here, and then I was very quickly wrong. Like there's more of a variety than I anticipated seeing, which is interesting. And the houses are also very well lined up. That's another thing. How do I get up there? I feel like I might have missed some. Never mind. Never mind. I found it. I found part of it, I guess. I don't think this is where I was supposed to go. I'm sure there was something else, but you know what? It's fine. I guess I must have missed whatever enter-exit area they had that wasn't the ladder. Well, then how do I get over there? Because there's that whole back area, but I can't even get to it really. Which is a little bit annoying, I'm not gonna lie. Was this just supposed to be like a construction area and that's why it's Off. It's not like I can have a vaulting pole right now. I don't have one. Let me look at the map. Okay, so there are bridges, but like, I guess I'm still just missing something. Well, now I feel like I want to solve that because it's gonna bother me until I figure it out. We have the bridge here, but how do I get up there? There we go. Okay. That took me a second. Now I can see more. You know what? There were 2 character houses, weren't there? I don't think I'll go to both houses, but I'm gonna go into this one because this is the one that I'm closest to. There's a plane above the house right now. If you can hear that, I'm sorry. Okay, there's a lot going on in here. Hold on a second. Doesn't see anything in there, but that's okay. I thought that might have been the grape outfit for a second, but it wasn't. Well, there's nothing in there. Definitely nothing in here either. I always forget that whenever you decorate your house like that, you can change what like the hallway floors look like. Did I go in here? I'm having a little moment where I forgot if I did or not. Oh, okay. There's nothing in here either though. The music just like keeps changing every time. Like I swear that was a completely different song whenever I first came in. Okay, I don't see anything in here either. This is kind of scary. It's like a surveillance camera wallpaper everywhere. A little gaming chair throne for them to sit on with a little footstool, posters of some villagers, and then they can just look at everything. Can we just talk about this for a second? I forgot that that was even a type of wallpaper that you could have. There's another plane by the house, so you might hear that. Maybe not. I'm not sure. still not really seeing anything, but it's okay. We'll look a little bit longer. I didn't even notice this at first. That's cute. From Wreck-It Ralph. There is technically purple tulips over there, but I already marked that off the list. Have I seen everything that's on this upper half area? I feel like I might have. I don't know why I felt the need to do that, but I did. I don't really see anything. I'm gonna go. All right, I'm gonna be completely honest with you guys. I am really tired. I know I was talking about that earlier, but it is just not getting any better. And then I have a headache that is slowly but surely coming on. So I know it's like a whole 30 minutes early, but I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up here because my energy levels are just not great. And I don't feel that great either at the moment. But thank you for coming to my stream anyways. Thank you for liking, thank you for subscribing. And if you haven't already, I would greatly appreciate it if you could. Big reminder in the chat that the bulk of my updates and announcements go in my Discord server, unless it's like something super huge. Then I'll put it both in my community tab and in the Discord server. Let me plug in some of the other commands as well. What was the other one? Okay. This is technically my, oh, I put schedule instead of schedule, excuse me. There we go. Don't mind the typo. Either way, thank you for coming to my stream. I appreciate it, and I will hopefully see you on Saturday at 11 a.m. Central Time for another live stream. And I say hopefully because I've been having a lot of issues with scheduling that have been very annoying. But either way, I will see you at my next live stream. Bye, everybody!